let's talk about a common phenomenon called time travel or time shifting. Time shifting happens when a person living with dementia is experiencing a different reality than you. They're caught in a time from earlier in their life. For example, they may think they're in their 40s and need to get to work, or they're in their 30s and have to get the kids off the school bus. It's important to remember that their perception of the world feels just as real to them as your reality feels to you. The person may not recognize friends and family as they look now, expecting them to appear much younger. They might also believe that a loved one who has passed away is still alive, or even struggle to recognize themselves in a mirror as they are expecting themselves to look younger. Newer technology is also hard to understand or even recognize for what it is. An example of this is a person may not recognize an electric kettle and think it needs to be put on the stove to heat rather than just plugged in. In the time period of their reality, an electric kettle is not something that existed. All of the memories that we have collected in our lifetime help us to navigate the world around us every day. Since the short-term memory is impacted first, a person who is time shifting is relying on their past memories to fill in the gaps to make sense of their present. The interesting and tricky thing about time shifting is that it fluctuates. Each day is different, even each hour is different. It's hard to put a reason to time shifting, however, items such as environment, time of day, seeing certain people can trigger a person to be in a different period of time. Here's what we can do to help. Meet the person experiencing time shifting where they are in their reality. Take the opportunity to find a new way to connect. Here's an example. A daughter goes on a walk with her mom who is living with dementia around her retirement community. While walking around, her mom sees a car that reminds her of her older brother's car when she was young. She repeats, "That's my brother's car." In this moment, the daughter has two choices. She can either tell her mom no and that isn't her brother's car and he's passed away, or she can meet her in her reality and in that moment. She can take the time to ask her mom about her brother and about the car and use the opportunity to reminisce on that time period. This is a great way to connect with a person who is time traveling. Don't reorient them to your reality. Do your best to redirect if there is a safety concern. Listen to them and validate their words and feelings. Remember, don't try to correct them. This is their own feelings and they should express them. Time shifting is a common experience for people with dementia, and while it can be difficult for both the individual and their care partner, understanding the reasons behind it and using strategies to support them in their reality is essential. With patience and consistency, individuals with dementia can still make connections and live fulfilling lives.